It's your girl Katana Jay in the building, and this is Cutting Up with Katana Jay. And these are the homies. We got K, Credle, and Stiggy, right?
Stigity.
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 You know my tongue rings. That's a little bit too much for me to kind of like...
Stigity. Diggity, no diggity, no stigity.
I got 3 tongue rings in my mouth. That's a lot of weight on there. Well, maybe the Puerto Rican in me could do it. I'm trying to say it again.
Stigity.
Stigity. So
Yeah,
like no
yeah.
diggity, but
No doubt.
stiggity?
Yeah, basically.
Alright, cool. For the
Yeah.
one time. Where did that name come from? That's a very interesting name, by the way.
Oh, stiggity means style, and I got style, so.
Oh, so that's what, in what language does that mean?
Oh, stiggity, you know what it was? First my name was My Stiggity. It used to be, first it was My Style, and then I changed it to My Stiggity. And then people would like get My Stiggity wrong, they'd be like Miss Stiggity and stuff, so I felt like, let me just cut.
Just drop the mind.
Drop the ma and keep it as stiggity, and I needed another word that that describes style, or like me being myself, so that was stiggity. And I literally went on Google and said, what's another word for style?
What's a playful way? Right. Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary. For the one time.
One time,
Right.
you know.
And then K Credle. Where did K Credle come from?
It's actually my name, so you know, I know for y'all gonna do your homework, so I'm not gonna say what my first name is, but
Researching yourself.
But yeah, K is the first initial, my first name, and Cradle is my actually family name, my last name. So I was like, before I was like, what's my stage name? It was right in front of my face the whole time, and it took someone else to tell me like, yo, just use your name. I was like,
You know what?
ain't a bad idea.
What I want to start off with, we're going to tap in to your music and everything like that, but then I also kind of want to get in some unconventional questions, kind of dig in deep to who you guys are outside of the business, outside of music, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, quick question, we're kind of doing, like, I'm going to try to see what everybody's answers were at the end of all of this. We're going to do kind of like in high school, who's the most likely to blah, 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 blah. Who is the most likely to want to say, hey guys, who wants to order food first? Who's the hungry person?
I think Scott.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Scott.
Either Scott or yeah, I think Scott.
Yeah.
Scott's the hungry one?
Scott.
Who's the sleepy one? Who's the one who's most likely to fall asleep first?
Contrasty.
Contrasty. Oh, ain't nobody, he voted for himself too. That's
Yeah,
the
he's
funny
so
part.
I'm glad he's in tune with himself.
I'm glad he's in tune with himself. Who is the most likely to get lit first after a set?
I say between Fame or the Vargas brothers. I don't know.
Fame of the Vargas brothers. Who's the one? Who's the lightweight?
Oh, the lightweight when it comes to a liquor?
Yeah.
Cause I would say I'm a part of the lit too. I was
I'm
in
a
my
part
corner
of
last
I'm
time.
over drinking and smoking, so.
You said the lightweight?
Yeah, who's the lightweight? Who can't really who get drunk fast?
Who
I
get that?
don't know. Sonny Dior said she get drunk fast.
I'll say.
She did say she doesn't drink. I know she smokes.
I think Fame.
Fame?
I think Fame.
That's it. You know what? They're both. Okay.
Yeah, yo,
I started to see a pattern here. People are starting to kind of they're giving almost the same answers. Okay. That's what's up. All right. So for me, I don't drink no more. But for the partakers, let's say I'm gonna give y'all. Do y'all partake?
Yeah.
No, I don't smoke.
You don't smoke. Okay.
Trees for life.
You say you drink or you don't?
Yeah, I'd rather drink.
Okay, whatever your vice may be, well, we're gonna put the question towards that.
Right.
So whatever your vice is, let's say you're hot, let's say smoking, right? If there was a little fly in the wall, if there was like right there, nobody was in the house, you was high, burnt. You did the most funniest, like, oh my God, if somebody was here, I know they would cut ass on me, but you just laughed to yourself and thank God nobody was around. What happened to you? What did you do?
I'll probably try to shoot the fly or something like that. I don't know.
No, I'm saying,
something that actually
okay.
happened to you.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
you
something
talking
that
about
actually happened. So like a high moment right now. That was a high, no. What was a high moment or an embarrassing moment while you were high that nobody was around for?
Oh, snap. It's a couple of high moments.
First one.
I think I was holding weed with like one hand, and I wasn't mindful of the, you know what I'm saying?
The situation?
Because I thought, you know, I was strong enough to do it because, you know, I'm a pretty good roller. So I'm like, you know, and then I'm talking and then the weed just like, the wind just blew the whole thing. But nobody was around. Know what I'm saying? So like,
thank
yeah,
God.
nobody was around.
Could you imagine if you were the guest on that? I would have been so upset.
So now I just, when I roll up, like if I'm outside, I lay like the paper on it and I do like a
certain, you have your certain method to?
Yeah. Like,
I ain't gonna lose you.
I'm like,
I ain't gonna lose you.
Yeah. Because paper, man, that joint fly away quick versus like. You know.
Wait, so you only lost the paper? You still kept the weed?
No, I ain't keeping weed. I kept a little bit, but I picked up a little bit.
Shoot. Was it outside or inside the house?
It was like on a patio type thing.
Oh, so it's like outside, inside.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I keep it clean though. You know what I'm saying? I do keep it clean.
Because if it was in the house, bro, I could tell you I got a life hack for that. Where you take the nozzle to vacuum, put a t-shirt over it, turn the vacuum on, and you use that to suck it up, and now all your bud is gonna be on that t-shirt. So when you turn it off, you just it's like that.
Not true.
It's natural. I'm not wasting my bud. I don't know about you guys.
That's some pro.
That's a pro tip for y'all for the one time. So, what's your advice?
Well, so it's one of the one times someone got me to take an edible.
Okay, so
and,
he tried. He participated.
Yeah, and it was a Rice Krispie treat.
I think he knows.
It was a Rice Krispie treat. I just reminded him of something. It was a Rice Krispie treat, and I was with my ex. This is in college.
Right.
So I didn't want her to do it, but she was gonna take it anyway. So I was like, you know what? I still around she is. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. So I'm gonna go. Even though you're wrong, we're gonna talk about it afterwards.
I'm gonna go to space
go
with you.
I'm gonna still go to the woodwork with you. So I took it, and I remember I was washing dishes, and she was like, I don't feel good. I was like, yo, stop playing. Like, you just tripping. All I heard is a boom, and she just like dropped, and I was like, oh shit, you good?
And you were high.
Yeah, I was like, you good? She was like, how what happened? I was like, we just blacked out.
She's blacked out.
Yeah, so I carried like, you know, strong, you know, for me. So I picked her up and put her on the bed, and then so I went to sleep with her, so she was good. I woke up randomly, like it was like 3:47 in the morning. I'm like, I ain't gonna do nothing. So I'm walking. I'm like, oh, it was a different world. I was like, oh, I didn't know. I had like 2 left feet.
How long have you been doing music, and do you have any projects out right now?
So it was a tricky question with me as far as how long I've been doing music, because it's always been a part of my life. Like started from my father, does gospel soulful music, as well as my sister. So when I started taking it serious and actually making records, I would say 2015. So going on 6 years now. I've been taking it serious, and yes, I do actually have my first debut album, Lone Wolf 2.
There you go. You heard that.
You know, that's available everywhere. And actually, my last single called Fallback is actually charting globally on Digital Radio Tracker. So that's been in the top 100 for indie artists going on like 18 weeks now.
Nice.
And shout out to Radio Pushers who helped get the video distribution deal with Empire. So yeah, we got that distributed. Excite, Apple, Tidal.
There's a title. One more time for the one time. Title.
You know, Roku. So it's available. You know, everywhere where people can check that out as well.
That's what's up. How about you? Where's your? How long have you been doing music, and where can they find your music?
I can say I've been doing music for a little over 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Prior to that, I was a full-time photographer. You know, I used to shoot a lot of music shows in nightlife events. So that's how I got into music. But,
so you gonna take my pictures?
Sure.
For the one time, hey.
Know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been doing it for a while, for about 7 years. Yeah, like I got an album out. It's called Mackin' Like a Villain.
Mackin' Like a Villain.
I have I have a mixtape. My first mixtape is called The Original Uptown Hippie. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the Bronx, New York. You know, I felt like I was always an outcast and was just different from the people I grew up around. So The Original Uptown Hippie, that's my first mixtape. That's on SoundCloud for free. But my album is on all streaming platforms. It's called Mackin' Like a Villain. It's 10 tracks. It's 30 minutes. It has hip hop, soul, and Afrobeat all in one project.
Nice. So a little mixture of everything. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. What's one thing that like is that you do that's for you? So like somebody said they like watching conspiracy theory videos. Some people said that they love crystals, and some people said they like binary sounds. What's something that you do for you?
Well, for me, I say two things: watching podcasts and cooking.
Cooking?
Yeah.
What do you like to cook?
I like to cook. I like to cook breakfast food. I like cooking. I grew up eating rice, so I'm good at making a lot of rice dishes, breakfast food, soups, all that type of stuff. So right now, like during the pandemic, I've been working on some recipes. So one day I'll probably start like a pop-up concept. You know, you never know.
What's your thing that you do for you, Kate?
Basketball is my second strongest passion. So whether I channel that do video games or just actually chefing up people myself.
You know, Chef Curry, with a pop, what's up?
You know that. But I also, my spiritual animal is a wolf, and that's actually the logo of my record label, Credle and Entertainment, which I'm CEO of.
So why a wolf?
Because for the longest, I always felt like I always stood out, or I wasn't afraid to go against the grain. And honestly, I found myself on the outside of a lot of situations for being different because I didn't want to follow the crowd.
Right.
And honestly, as I got older, I just accepted it as far as like, yo, this is what it is. You know, starting my own wave. And now my record label, now my whole team now is like full of individuals who are, undervalued, they were underappreciated, and their voices weren't heard. So what my company's saying is, Credle and Entertainment, where lone wolves find their home. So it's like my team is just full of people that's great creators and just was mistreated, and we all understand, and we all been through that. So we all just, get along very well because we know how to,
bring it together. A whole bunch of misfits. I feel you. Trust me, I know. Because even for Thanksgiving, like I'm not really a celebrator of Thanksgiving because of the whole background aspect of Thanksgiving and having indigenous roots and stuff from being Taino from the Caribbean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's the sense of family and stuff like that. And like me being in Georgia, not having family out here, I did what I call the Misfits Giving. And I'm going to start doing those where I love to cook for people. I cooked at least for 10, at least a party of 10. All I did was go on my Instagram. Hey guys, I was like, hey guys, I don't have family out here, whatever. If you're hungry, you need something to eat, DM me, I'll give you my Addy. I'm a type person, my back cave. I don't share my home. But something told me that I needed to do that. You know what I mean? So kind of almost in a way how something was telling you that you needed to set stuff up for the lone wolves and stuff like that. I kind of felt that way as well, but in needing to feel like I had to feed people. If you guys want to go ahead and tell the fans, tell the people, where can they find your stuff? We already know we talked about your music, but social media wise, any other things that you got going on, anything you want to let the people know?
Ooh.
Well, yeah, I know.
By the time this come out, Lone Wolf 3 is on the way, so by the time this come out, it might be out. But you can follow me on Instagram at I am Credle, and so that's I am CRE.
CREDLE. You gotta specify for people because these spell things different.
People need visuals
nowadays.
Amen.
Very, very visual people. And how about what's your social?
My social security? I can't tell
No, but I mean, if you want to tell me that, I'm like, that's a different kind of extra buck right there. I'm just saying.
Nah, I can't let y'all know that. But you could find me on all your social media platforms at STIGITY__, STIGITY__. I got videos on YouTube. Check out my album, Mackin' Like a Villain. It's out on all platforms. I got a line I'm working on. It's called Uptown Hippie with a Y, so you can look me up through that. Uptown Hippie, feel me?
Right. And merchandise coming soon too.
There you go, that's right, merch. One final question that I ask everybody, and I'm gonna ask you guys. Whether you've been in the industry for a long time or have only just gotten started, there's always been a saying, a gem, something that has been told to you or relayed to you that I know for most people it sticks with them. What is a gem that you kind of want to like let the people know that was like, yo, this kind of like this impacted me. So in case y'all need that, well, what's your gem?
I would say for my independent artists out there, create your own opportunity. I know how it is, you know, starting off, you know, doing the showcases, going here, all these open mics, everything, you know, paying to play, you know what I'm saying? You can do that, but be smart about it. Build your network within those showcases, and then once you get a certain amount of people, book your own, do your own event. Before the whole COVID situation, you know, I was blessed to put on my own concert back in Brooklyn, and shout out to Kingsland, and I was able to have other artists open up for me. So it's like, build your network, and then
Make your own
yeah,
opportunity.
then you know, build a bridge for other people to come across. You know, create opportunity.
What's yours? Sticks.
Mine is stay in your lane and mind your business. And it's worked out for me. You know what I'm saying? Because like, when I say stay in your lane, not necessarily saying like, oh, like watch out where you go, but just, you know, do what's true to you. Like if you know that you can't do a certain type of style of music, or you know you're not good at something, or if you feel like, you know, it doesn't feel right, just stick to what's true to you. Stay in your lane and try not to overexert yourself, especially if you don't need to. You know what I'm saying? That's where it comes to minding your business, because when you mind your business, you could stay out of trouble and all that shit. And in the career that we're in, it's important that we do that we stay mindful, stay in our lane, be true to ourselves, and you know what I'm saying?
Right, facts for the one time. So you heard it here first, man. Stay in your lane, meaning stay true to what's you, not necessarily don't try other things, but you know, always remember what your why was, why you started. You know what I'm saying? This is your girl, Katana Jay, cutting it up with Katana Jay for the one.